All right, we are live. Perfect. All right, let's get right into this. So, welcome back to the second live show. So, I made this a 6-month commitment for myself. We'll see how the show goes. And yeah, so just want to help out with the industry. So, if you got any insurance related questions, just call the number on the screen, and we'll get this thing going. Ruben, what's going on, buddy? Ruben, how's your week been, man? Know you made your first sale in the program the other day. How's that feel? Hopefully these comments sync up pretty quick. No sales this week so far, but first sales was an unbelievable feeling. Well, it's great to hear, man. Why haven't you made any sales this week? That is the job of a sales company, is to make sales. So what can I help you out with that? 200 dials so far and set 5 appointments. Was that today or just the week? Can't get anyone to show up. Well, if you got any questions, call into the number on the screen. See if we can help you out live. Just be sure to wear headphones. Don't want you to get in trouble in the office. You've set 5 appointments for today. Why isn't anyone showing up? Are you bringing out the why? I want you to think of it like a pipeline. The goal is to get them to show up to the appointment. Ooh, we got a live call. What's going on, man?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So yeah, I've set 5 appointments. I had one this morning at 6 in the morning.
You had an appointment at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, and they didn't show up.
Would you show up to an appointment at 6 in the morning?
I mean, if I was booked for the day, yeah.
If you were booked for the day, well, you're also an insurance agent, so put yourself in the client's shoes. Would you show up to a sales call at 6 a.m. to buy insurance from someone who called you?
I guess not.
Exactly.
But this person was had their own business, so their schedule was all over the place. So
they were probably worried about their own business at 6 a.m., Ruben.
Yeah, that's why I called them at 6 in the morning, so we can get that taken care of before the business day.
So what's the appointment process like for you? Are you booking for same day?
I try to book same day or within the 24 to 48 hour window, because I'm sure you're aware that the longer you wait, the less interest,
The emotion goes away 100%.
Yeah. So I try to book it as close to the call date as possible.
When did you book this appointment?
I booked that one last night. So I booked it. I called them around like 6 o'clock last night, and then so like a 12-hour window.
A 12-hour window. So did you draw out any emotion when you booked the appointment? I would have definitely set it for the evening or the afternoon, sometime he was off work, just so he was not worried about work.
Oh, no, this was a lady. She had 10 kids, had her own business. So even if I didn't get the sale, that's like a huge referral chain that I could have got going on. And she didn't show up. I had to write it down. Asked her like if I set that appointment for you, that would be doing a disservice for the other people that I'm waiting to help.
Well, don't make it like it's going to be a problem. Don't tell them they're going to do a disservice to people if they don't show up.
Okay. Because they always have me say like if I set this time for you, I can't set it for another family.
They don't care about other families. They care about themselves.
Okay.
They don't care about you.
Right. So if someone tells you, hey, Mason, I run my own business, so my schedule is kind of all over the place. I can't really give you a date and time to sit down and go over this.
Awesome, Ruben. So I've got 2 cancellations for this afternoon and evening. Which time slot do you think would work better for you?
Yeah, Mason, like I said, I don't want to really waste your time. So,
And I don't want to waste yours either. Completely thank you for sharing that. What made you even fill this out, Ruben? Like, what were you really looking for this coverage to do for you?
Well, I kind of just wanted to protect my kids since I do have 10 kids.
10 kids. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's going to happen to your 10 kids if you died today? What does that look like for them? Can you paint me that picture?
Yeah. It'd be kind of hard since I do run my own business.
What does that mean hard because you run your own business? What does that look like for the kids? Like, what do they have to do? You're no longer here. What's life look like for them tomorrow? What would happen to them?
They would probably have a very drastic lifestyle change.
What does a drastic lifestyle change mean? I just want to make sure we're on the same page because I'm not even sure if I can even help you yet. So what does that mean, a drastic lifestyle change?
They would probably have to go into a foster care system.
A foster care system?
Yeah.
So you're telling me if you died today, your kids would have to go into foster care. Is that what you want for them?
No.
Well, it sounds like we need to get this taken care of. Would you agree?
Yeah.
All right. So as I said, Ruben, I have 2 cancellations for later on. I have one in the afternoon and one in the evening. When are you going to be off work and just have 10 to 15 minutes to talk? That way we can get something put in place to make sure your kids don't go into foster care if something happens at work today.
I see. Okay.
Which one, evening or afternoon, works better for you?
Afternoon.
All right. I've got a 12 or a 2 o'clock. Which one will work better for a 10 to a 15-minute phone call just to make sure I can even help you out?
3 o'clock.
Okay, perfect. Go grab a pen and a piece of paper and let me know when you're ready, Ruben.
Okay.
Do you see what I did right there?
Yeah. So you asked the question of like why did you even
100%. You have to incentivize them. This is an intangible sale. The only thing they can do with that policy is die and use it, or they can take the policy papers and make paper airplanes and throw them out of the 17th floor balcony from their Florida hotel when they're on vacation. I don't know. Yeah. But they can't touch it. They can't play with it. It's words on a piece of paper. It's an intangible promise to pay out money. God forbid, worst case scenario happens. So 100%, you have to get them to incentivized to move to the next step of the pipeline.
Okay.
We just have to get them to show up to the call, but we have to find a need first. The need is the basis for agreement. This is how you build trust. When you go into the doctor and tell them you hurt, do they just say, well, do you want morphine or heroin? Like, no. They ask questions. They prescribe you. They diagnose.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what can you do on the next call to make sure they actually show up? Because I'm guaranteeing you're just not drawing out enough emotion to get them to want to solve the problem and confront the decision or the fear.
Figure out why they even filled the thing out in the first place.
Exactly. Does that help you out?
Yeah, a lot.
All right. So I'm guessing you didn't do that on any of the 5 appointments that you booked?
No, I just had them get a piece of paper and write down the time.
So now you know you just need to peel the onion back, kind of get them to cry. You ever stood over a raw onion when you cut it?
Yeah, that hurts my eyes.
Yeah, that's what I want you to do to them on the phone.
Okay.
This is completely emotional based selling. You have to get them to confront the decision.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Is that like,
Yeah.
does that give you some clarity on what to do from now on?
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you calling.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
No problem, buddy. See ya.
Yep.
All right. First call on the live show. That's awesome. All right. See, we got a comment from Adam, the ultimate agent, Lindsay. Do you ever have people cut you off and be like, yeah, I get it? I've had it plenty of times. And if they're not even willing to answer simple questions, that's not really the client I want to do business with. So, how I look at it is I like to create quality outcomes for myself before I even get on the sales call because I quite literally just show them I don't need them. The person who needs it the least is usually ahead. Like if I had every dollar in the world and someone said, "Well, I'll pay you," well, I wouldn't need their money. So I have leverage. I hold all the power. And so it's just setting the proper frame. Like, look, dude, you filled this out. I'm assuming there's a reason. You didn't just fill this out for no reason. You didn't put your personal information on a random form on the internet. You didn't fill out some random piece of mail and mail it back just for the fun of it. And if it wasn't you, then let's call the sheriff because someone broke into your house. Someone stole your phone. Guys, this is no different than when people call or people at Walmart, you get asked, "Can I help you with anything?" "No, I'm just looking." Luckily, I've been in my Walmart enough times that people don't even want to talk to me. I probably know where everything is in that store better than they do, unfortunately. All right. Well, the hotline is open back up. So if you got any questions at all, just call into the number on the screen and we will try to help you out. Any mindset, sales, business, insurance related questions, hypnosis, like whatever it is. Love to help you guys out. I'm going to do this every week for the next 6 months to really give back more value to the industry than anybody else does. I make my free shit better than anyone else's paid shit. You don't have to go spend 20 grand if you're intelligent enough to take what I give you and run with it. You don't have to join hype and motivation groups. I don't want you making decisions out of an emotional position, out of an emotional stance. No, I worked with Symmetry Financial Group for a couple years. I worked with FFL for a couple days, left to go with Symmetry. I left them a little over a year ago now. I was spending more of my time coaching other agents and selling policies and still managed to write a lot of insurance, especially with carriers outside. But now I'm just full-time coaching. I've helped a lot of people make some pretty good money in this industry and changed a lot of lives. So that's cool to me. Getting rid of people's suicidality, depression, whatever. Why did you stop? What happened to your team? Things were being done at events that I did not agree with. People above me violated my moral compass. They had things and qualities in their lives that I did not want to represent in mine. So I left and did my thing. No one understands the context of Mason Van Meter's life better than myself. I had a bigger belief and a vision than them. I had a want for more than them. And now I make more than them. I saw things at events that I did not agree with at all. They talked to people in a way that I did not agree with at all. And some of those qualities started seeping into my life. So I had to cut it off. You get what you fucking tolerate in this world. You tolerate mediocre relationships and half-ass people. You'll become that. Those patterns will be installed in you unconsciously. 90% of our thinking comes from other people. You hang out with 4 losers, guess what? You're brokey number 5. This is why I don't like working out with other people and all kinds of stuff. Because the day they decide that, oh, I don't feel like going today, now I'm having thoughts go through my head, oh, I don't want to go today. I have not missed a day of working out in years. Am I looking for another company to work for? Absolutely not. I'm full-time coaching. I've got very nice contracts with Safe Haven under Ashley Gronberg over at Heartland Financial Group or One Life America. I've got very high contract levels, and my business partner, David, has all the downlines. So I'm not looking, I've got my own company to work for. I'll raise one baby at a time. If you're the CEO of 2 businesses, I promise you, neither one of those businesses will work out 99% of the time, unless you're Elon Musk. You're not going to run 2 different businesses and expect both of them to be profitable. If you put all of the required attention, effort, and focus and work into one, it will work out. But if you drain your energy between 2 different positions, 2 different companies, it's not going to go very well. How do I know this? Well, as the CEO of Coca-Cola, the CEO of Pampers Diapers, too many people get focused on too much bullshit. Well, I'm going to start a social media course, then I'm going to sell coaching, then I'm going to still sell final expense, and then I'm going to sell this and advanced markets. I'm going to run annuity leads, final expense leads, mortgage protection leads. Dumb. Find referral partners that you can dish that work out to, get a fraction of the action for doing 0% of the work. You focus on the best thing that you're good at. What's your best I've already been seen rebuttal? What does that mean, I've already been seen? I want to make sure I'm answering this correctly. I don't have enough context for that. What does that mean? And guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps out more than you know. I try to give away as much valuable information at no cost to you guys to help you make a ton of money in your business and become the best version of you. We live in a very competitive world and industry with a very high churn and burn rate. Like I've already been talked to or had a prezzo done, like a representative has already reached out. Well, first off, did they buy the policy or did they not? It's 2 different conversations, 2 different frames. You still take an ice bath, and if you plan to continue them, how do you do so when it's hot outside? So I'm building an insulation thing around my ice bath that I built myself, and I'll just keep dumping ice into it every morning. They didn't buy. Well, how that works is every time someone doesn't make a decision, you make it easier for the next sales rep. So I'm guessing they just didn't feel understood. So I just tell them more than likely, like, hey, if you've already been talked to about another agent, what did they show you? 9 times out of 10, it was probably some shitty policy like Americo. Love Andrew Costas. Some of those products are outrageous. Some of those products are expensive. And so 50% of my business at Symmetry was replacing crappy policies. But if they didn't buy and they've already been talked to, I just make sure I address the need. Why did they even want it? How do you feel about a life agent also getting their PNC license? Like I said, focus on one thing, one product, one channel, one avatar, just like Alex Hormozi says. If you understand one demographics problem better than anyone else, you'll collect all the business. Don't strew yourself thin in 14 different vehicles. You'll end up with a bunch of half-built bridges. But no, I just go back over the needs analysis. I don't bring no forms. Insurance has been done 200 years without a fucking presentation. I don't need a whiteboard, a laptop, any of that stuff. Guys, if you just get really good at having really good conversations, I highly recommend each and every one of you go take a neuro-linguistic program class. If you want to know where the best place is to go, the best bang for your buck, reach out to me. I'm a trainer in it, but I would rather refer you to my trainer. They're phenomenal. They completely changed the scope of my life. Guys, communication is the most powerful tool you will have in this industry outside of emotional intelligence. Meaning, can you process and deal with your emotions and make decisions based on logic rather than how you feel? That is insurance agents' biggest problem right there. They try to make changes in their business to make themselves feel better. I do not give a fuck how I feel. It's irrelevant. Do I feel things? Sure. But it's irrelevant how I feel. On PNC, I have PNC agents who want to contract with me to do life and health. Would it be a good idea to get my PNC license just to get the overrides? If you're just getting an override, 100% it might be worth it. You have to look at the opportunity size, because if they're going to be doing a large amount of business, awesome. But the way you worded this, they want to do life and health, correct? You would just keep your existing license. You wouldn't need a PNC license to get overrides unless they were contracting underneath you for PNC stuff. If they're writing life and health and they get their contracts underneath you, you don't need a PNC license. Noah, does that answer your question a while ago? Now, if they did buy it, I'll point out where the other agent drove up the target premium of a bullshit IUL, whatever. And I'll come in and replace it if it's not what they needed. We got another live call, so let's answer this. Adam, how you doing?
Hey Mason, good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
So I figured it'd be easier to explain it over the phone.
Let's hear it.
So the IMO that I'm with, they don't offer contracts for PNC agents anymore. So I've struck up a partnership with another guy who would basically bring them on as PNC agents, and they would contract with me on the life and health side. But these agents that I'm looking at have a background in PNC already. So that's what they're currently doing, and they want to expand into the life and health.
It all depends on if they're going to keep their PNC contracts. If they're going to keep their existing contracts, okay, so no, you wouldn't need to get your PNC license, because all they're going to do is get life and health contracts underneath you.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be their upline.
Right. But then what about the PNC stuff that they sell?
That's what their existing contracts. You have nothing to do with that.
Well, they would be getting new contracts through this guy.
They're getting new PNC contracts?
Yeah, so like let's think of it like this. They're at a captive agency and they're switching to be an independent agent.
Oh yeah, if they want to come underneath you for everything, if you want to go ahead and get your PNC license and collect free overrides, I see nothing wrong with that.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking
Get your piece for your niece.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Does that answer your question, man?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Proud of you. Keep up the hard work, man.
Appreciate it.
See you, buddy. All right. That's where I was coming from. My company is about to get into PNC. As long as you don't plan on selling it and you're just going to collect an override, I see nothing wrong with that. If you're helping them, I think overrides are leadership income. And I think the better leader you are, the more spreads you can ask for. Like if you're at a 145 or guys, there's stupid contracts out there. There is some stupid high contracts out there. People think 70, people think 100, people think 150 is high. There's companies that offer way higher than that. If you can prove you've ran a big book of business or your agency does a lot of volume, you can negotiate some pretty crazy shit. I'll say that this industry is very lucrative and generous. Got a dog hair in my eye. But yeah, if you're a great leader and you can get your people results, I see nothing wrong with a big spread. If you start people off at 100% of what they're worth and you're at 140, awesome. You're actually helping them. Me personally, if I was to start a brand new agency, I would go hire a bunch of like waitresses or church pastors, start them all off at like 100%, run it like myself at 100, whatever, best I can negotiate. I'd bring them on underneath me and I would provide all of the leads for them. I would run my own ads. I would do my own networking and marketing to just shove them business, quality business. I'll pay my VAs to vet the quality of them. That way they can focus on making sales rather than prospecting. That's one of the insurance agents' biggest like actual issues is they don't know how to generate leads. If you don't, go to my YouTube channel. You'll see a free coaching, whatever, and it'll be my Facebook group. All right, see what this call is. Hello? Don't answer spam calls, guys. All right, next question. But yeah, I see nothing wrong with getting your license as long as you're not planning to do anything with it. Focus on one thing. If you're really good at final expense, sell a shit ton of it. Mortgage protection leads are probably becoming scarce just due to interest rates going up, huge basis points. A lot of people are not going to be buying houses. Next 12 to 18 months, it'll probably be very high cost of leads, unless you know how to generate them yourself or you're friends with a construction worker who's still doing work or you have the right networking skills. But any other questions, you guys can call in live to the number on the screen. I don't give a shit what your upline says. What do you want, dude? I'll say another insurance agent problem is the freedom. Most people would rather do backbreaking, hard manual labor because it's so like ingraining. It takes your focus and puts it in foveal view. You have to focus when you're welding and all this shit. In my house, I have all the freedom to do whatever the hell I want. And so if you're someone who can master time, like, I've got respect for you, because that was one of the biggest struggles I had was like, holy shit, I can do whatever I want. And I had to like hypnotize myself and just make decisions every day when I woke up. I'm just going to work, just going to work, just going to work. Not taking bullshit vacations, all this stuff. Networking advice for referral partnerships. So Adam Lindsay asked, networking advice for referral partnerships. Guys, if you can, share this on your Facebook, share this on your social media. It helps out a ton, guys. If you like the content that I put out, I get so many messages a day saying you have great YouTube content. Well, share it. Guys, it helps me out tremendously. Seriously. I love you all. I love this industry. I try to make you guys the best content possible, try to help you rewire your brain and neuroplasticity and help you out the most as possible. So like and share the damn video. Subscribe if you haven't. So why dentist? All right, networking advice for referral partnerships. So guys, if you're best friends with a dentist, if you're dating a girl I used to date a girl at a dentist I forget what it's called, but she like cleaned people's teeth. That'd be a perfect referral source. She's probably tired of her husband anyways. I saw them. I went out to a bar and I was doing some studying on people a couple months ago, and that dude came and you'd have to go watch my Facebook Live on that because it's funny. What the fuck do I look like? Sacrificing my income, all the firearms, my life, and my freedom for a dude who's got like my leftovers. And her friends have already told me she misses me all the time. Like, it's funny shit like that. He'll never be able to compare. So guys, I want you all to keep that belief about yourself. You're the best in your own world. Just know when to push ego aside. People tell you ego is bad. I think you need it. If Genghis Khan didn't have an ego, if Achilles didn't have an ego, if Hercules didn't have an ego, they probably wouldn't have got very far in wars or in this world or conquering lands. So networking advice. Guys, go to Chamber of Commerce events. Perfect place to meet people who have large segments of your target audience. So bankers, realtors, loan officers, mortgage brokers, whoever. Find the people and get in the middle of their money. Divorce attorneys, estate planners, they make their money on other shit. What better person to sell a final expense policy to? They want to help them out on the will side and making sure the government doesn't take all their money. People who do trust, CPAs for higher net worth clients, other coaches and consultants. Like, guys, I'm selling stuff to other coaches and consultants that make tons of money. I would rather sell one policy a year that pays me 7 figures than chase 1,000 of those policies that do the same. Why? Because I can put all of my energy and focus into one deal. But my eggs are not all in the same basket. Coaching is my main income, but I can still sell insurance to very high net worth people simply because of forging relationships. And I'm the expert on insurance. They're the expert on weight loss or building online businesses, whatever. So a lot of these coaching programs and stuff are just pay to play. Like, I didn't join Cody Askin's mastermind group for strategies or anything like that. It was purely for a relationship with him. That's it. That was the thing that I got out of that. A relationship, a friendship with Cody Askins. So guys, and like, Japan has something I love. People bash on coaching programs. Have some fucking due diligence, because if you get gold dug, if you get taken advantage of in today's world, it's your fault. Society has crumbled so far to the point that people just expect you to be honest. That's not the fucking world. I have nothing to hide, luckily. I've brought all of my skeletons out on display. I've said, here are all the mistakes I've ever made. I was molested as a kid. I did this. I got arrested right here. Like, I put everything on display. Why? They're called damaging admissions. You build trust. I'm not fucking perfect. I don't claim to be. But I know myself better than anyone else. And it makes sales. But I'm building true relationships with people. It's transparent. I prefer transparency over honesty. So when you can add value to people's lives like that, it tends to also be polarizing. People do not like when you speak or try to play both sides of the fence. They can't trust you. People say, don't shoot the messenger. I'll shoot them every fucking time. Someone who plays both sides of the fence is a fucking leech. They're a scum. What's that little dude off SpongeBob? Plankton? I know people still watch dumbass TV, but like that little Plankton dude, little scumbag. Do not play both sides of the fence. What's the difference between transparency and honesty? Ruben, honesty is only when you're asked something. You can tell partial truths and still be honest. Transparency is you're an open book. I consider myself a very transparent person. I do not try to sugarcoat shit. Why? Because people will eat that too. 2/3 of the world is overweight. They love sugar. They would eat that shit up. Health is your wealth, guys. You say that, but you're not willing to go to the gym. You're not willing to work out, whatever. Go fix yourself. I know a lot of these dudes, their girlfriends are going to be saying, hey, I'm going out of country. My grandma died. Can we spend the day after Thanksgiving together? You're a placeholder boyfriend. Go build your value up. You must work hard on yourself. So transparency, Ruben, is an open book. You don't try to hide anything. You actually try to push it all out there. And what that does is it builds trust. Is it always fun? No. But I'm also the friend that if someone asks me, hey, does this make me look fat? Yes, because you are fucking fat. When people lie to get someone else to like them, that is so fucking selfish and conceited. You don't care about them enough to tell them the fucking truth. Hey, why am I not making money in insurance? Well, because you're being fucking lazy. You're not focusing on the things that matter. You're playing bullshit Call of Duty. That's why. You're over here wasting time on fucking pornography websites. On the prom. You're on the hub. Guys, that shit destroys your brain. Get off the TV. Quit texting girls so much. I have so many young men that text me asking for advice for girls. What the hell does that matter? Like, if you've never had sex before, it's not that special. It's not that special. Go out there and focus on yourself. You'll absorb women later on in life. Stephanie, love having you here. If you have any questions, just call in. Ooh, what is this? Your man looks sharp in that suit, Steph. I like that curly hair. It's hard to see, but it's just the profile picture on this. But you guys look like a great couple. Congratulations to you. I'm not sure if that's like a recently married picture or could be 5 years old, but congratulations regardless. But yeah, all you young men out there, go to the gym. Go pick an area of your life you want to work on consistently every day. Always be getting better. Thank you. You're very welcome. And let women do the women stuff. You guys just focus on you. Get off Tinder and all this stuff. Guys, the only reason I'm on Tinder or any dating website is to sell stuff. I have a VA logged in, and all they do is try to sell hypnosis. Or they'll book dates. Whatever. I just want to sell shit. My girl is not on Tinder. My future wife is not on Tinder. So that's what you do if you're a young man. You get off prawn websites. You quit watching hashtag yoga on TikTok, just mindlessly scrolling. Bing, bing, bing. You're an NPC. Like that's bot activity. That's bot activity. Go focus on doing something great in your life, regardless of how you feel. Leave the feelings to the women. We're going through a point in society where they're trying to demasculinize men. And that's why all these women are getting hurt. We're making men feminine. We're destroying masculine energy. It's fucking disgusting. We're teaching men to grow up and be emotional and weak and crybabies. That'll get you nowhere in life if you sit around asking for a handout. This isn't the place where you come to hear sugar-coated bullshit or buy more leads, do more activity. I want you guys to really focus on fixing shit in your life. That way when you do meet the girl of your dreams, you're worth it. A lot of you right now just have not earned it. No one deserves anything. You must go out there and earn things as a man. Women are born with their value. They get all of their beauty up front. They get all of their beauty up front. If you're some dude who's 20 years old, with just got his insurance license, and you're smoking weed, watching prawn in your mom's basement, you're not going to fucking go anywhere in life. It's disgusting. Get your lazy ass up out of the basement, go knock 100 doors a day, and then come talk to me. But I guarantee you, none of you have abs. None of you have 6 figures just sitting in the bank. Probably not even 20 grand. Go work on yourself. Worry about women later. There's only so many things that can really blow your mind in bed. Quit worrying about sex. Quit worrying about it. Go out there and work on yourself. Your work works on you more than you work on it. I've got an annuity appointment coming up in 20 minutes to do a potential rollover of $300,000, which is pretty cool. So shout out to Adam Lindsay for the referral on that. Guys, this is what I mean by leveraging relationships. This is what I mean. I had to do nothing for that referral. Woot woot. Guys, if you don't know Adam, I don't know why I said Addy. Send me the Addy, Adam. Adam is a rock star. Danielle, here's the thing. Like, I got that death threat the other day on, like, this is funny. This is funny to me. I'll read you guys a text that someone sent me. So someone said, depression isn't real, my fucking ass. I pray you get in a car crash and die, you bald fuck. Then we'll see if you can believe anything. I said, I drive a truck, so I'm not going to get in a car crash. Loser. Mason, I want to apologize. What I said was not right at all, man. I got triggered because I knew deep down you were right and didn't want to admit it. I listened to some of your other videos, and you were such an outspoken young man. If you spoke in a normal tone, I wouldn't have listened at all. Guys, pay attention to that. If you speak like everyone else and you talk like someone who plays both sides of the fence, no one's going to fucking listen to you. You have to believe and mean what you say, especially as a man in today's world. Too many people talk and it's pointless fucking face noise. It's this. It's NPCs. It's bots. It's bot activity. Say what you mean what you say. You have some people that try to control their tonality so much, and they talk about other people in TikTok videos about wearing tight pants, and alpha males are terrible, and misogyny, and grape, and sexism. And it's like, losers. If these dudes got in a street fight with me, I would pick them up by the fucking throat. I'm alive. You're no longer breathing. I'm the winner. That's how life is, guys. We can argue semantics and what should or could be, but it's eat or be eaten. You guys are in an industry that is very outdated. Technology is now consuming it, and you're either going to get up to date with the practices that actually work, or you're going to get swept under the fucking rug and forgot about. That's how it is. You eat what you kill. Be yourself. No one knows you better than fucking you. Let's finish this message. I digress a lot. Had to make a point. If you spoke in a normal tone, I wouldn't have listened at all. I've hid behind my shield of depression, and it was easier my whole life to blame the circumstances rather than myself. I knew deep down my wife wasn't respectful of me anymore. So his wife had a wife. And we had a conversation about this. She pretty much told me the same thing, as I haven't been doing the best in my career to provide for her. Guys, if you can't provide for your woman, if you can't keep her safe, if you can't show her experiences that she's never felt before, she's going to leave you for someone who can offer her that. We live in a hyper-competitive world. The same girl that I want, 2,000 other men want her. But whoever is the most valuable person in her mind is who she will decide. She is the gatekeeper. She decides who she has children with. We decide if we stay in a relationship with them. We're the gatekeepers for relationships. They're the gatekeepers for sex. It's gender dynamics. If you disagree, feel free to leave a comment. And if I'm misogynist, I know I'm saying that wrong on purpose. Don't want the YouTube algorithm to recognize it. Then fucking cancel me. Monday is when it hit me. So he sent me a message 7 days later. Monday is when it hit me. And when I took your thinking on, I made 4 sales for my software business and made $8,000. He spelled made make, so he spelled that wrong. This is exactly what I needed. Again, I'm sorry, and keep doing your thing, bro. That is the power of words. To be able to influence people that hated me a week ago to love me this week. That is the power of language. That is the power of saying what you fucking mean and meaning what you say. Guys, your words, your attention, your smile, your charm, your tonality, all of that stuff is a weapon. You have to use it properly. When you know how to use your attention and all your body language properly, you'll be undefeatable in sales. This is all language. It's all a transference of belief, conviction, emotion. Especially in this industry, you're selling something on an emotional scale. It's not tangible. We're not selling a car. We're not selling benefits. We're selling what it's going to do for them as a result of. We're selling them peace of mind, not a $10,000 whole life policy. You guys need to get really good at selling in the imaginary realm. Guys, this has been great. We had a couple live calls on this. Anyone else want to call in or ask any questions? I just want to show this again. Woo, woo. Adam Lindsay. If you guys have not seen Adam Lindsay's testimonial for my coaching business, it is phenomenal. Go watch it on YouTube channel. It's a tearjerker for some. Guys, that is the coolest part about being a coach. I've made a lot of money. I've helped people make a lot more sales in this industry. But it's like knowing that they go home a better husband, a better father, a better boyfriend, a better lover, a better provider, a better person. And it's like, guys, so many people want to see that instant gratification. But I know that when I die, I'm going to be able to see a collection of all the things spiral out. It's like tree roots. You can't see it underground. You can't see it underground. But whenever I'm no longer here, I'm going to go hang out with God, the universe, whatever celestial energy is out there, ethereal energy, scalar waves. And I'm going to be able to look down at all the sequences of my life and see how far the change went. That is the beauty of change. You never know how far it goes. That is beautiful to me. That is beautiful. Guys, I highly encourage each and every one of you to rewire your brain on how you see life, the perspective lens that you look at life through, because how you view reality is not reality in and of itself. The words that you use to describe an event are not the event itself. I want you to truly understand that. Truly understand that. This life is all about introspection, looking inside the box, not outside. You have everything you need. You have all of the resources you need to be successful. This world's not fair. No one's coming to save you. And if you don't want it as bad as you say you want it, no one's going to ever respect you. I get a lot of hate because I'm 25. What the hell does a 25-year-old know about insurance, sales, the world? Well, quite a bit. You see, I've been in hundreds of relationships, been with hundreds of women, been to hundreds of places, had hundreds of experiences, hundreds of times near dying. I've done a lot of shit in this world. I've lived more life than 99% of people. I don't say that to brag, but I'm just saying I bring the receipts. I've done more research than most people can fathom, especially when you're in middle school and you have to babysit your little brother and sister and all you have time to do is Google shit and play Xbox. Well, Call of Duty gets boring after a while. You can only stay up till 4 a.m. playing Xbox so many times, shooting zombies. I'm not a fucking loser. I don't want to play zombies every day. I don't want to go build up my Grand Theft Auto character and hang out in lobbies. I can do that in real life. I can go hang out in a real hotel lobby in a real nice car and actually have real money in the bank account without cheat codes. My brain is a cheat code. I have them all stored up here. X, Y, left hemisphere, right hemisphere, enter. And it spawns $1 million. I have a cheat code where I can whip up a water like an air tornado with my hands, and I can create a vortex and send it through the camera. Okay, maybe that was a stretch. But guys, I want you to play in life like this. This is your reality. Don't play by anybody's rules but your own. And don't even listen to those. The only limitation is the one you give it. Stephanie, I love it too. I want you guys to get rich AF. I want you guys to live a life that other people would be jealous of, quite frankly. I want you guys to live a kick-ass life, seriously. Because here's the thing. You guys are going to become 10 times the insurance agents that I ever was. And eventually, I'm going to need your help with something. I'm going to need help from an army of like-minded people who are all wanting to go to the same place. And I can't do that with limiting beliefs, depression, and low bank account funds. I need you guys rich. I need you guys powerful. I need you guys trying to change the world. I need you guys to be model citizens. I need you guys to be ethical and go with ecology, not against it, because I don't want bad will in my future. Trust me, I've had some pretty crazy offers in the last couple months to do some insane shit. I'm not going to sell out. I'm not going to sell out or do things that would go against ecology. I think that's how you destroy your soul. And while it might take me longer and old fucking men try to talk shit, dude, you're 45. I'll make millions way before that. I'll become a decamillionaire way faster than you did. But I thank them for that. I don't shit on them. They're over here saying alpha males are misogynistic and sexist. Dickheads. This is why money doesn't change people. It just exposes who you really are. If you're a jackass with 100, you'll be a jackass with 100 million. If you're depressed with 100, you'll be depressed with 100 million. It just exposes who you are. I've had to do a lot of soul searching over the years and really fix who I was and become who I wanted to be. I got a chance to become the hero of my story. I highly encourage every man out there to chase after a villain who has everything you want, and I highly encourage every woman to chase after the lifestyle that they want. Because speaking in mass generalizations, money does not motivate women like it does men. For men, 1 to 10 million is a huge difference. For women, it's like, how many days can I stay in this vacation? How many times can I get my hair done this year? Money doesn't motivate women for the most part, but a lifestyle will. The experience and lifestyle money can provide will motivate them. Like if you look at my Sahara Method course, people are loving those exercises. It's completely rewiring what they want in life, and they start chasing after things that are meaningful for them. Guys, my hypnosis audios that I record for people are saving their fucking lives. I love that. I love that. That's fucking fulfilling. I have now created systems that have made people dependent on me, and that's what gives it purpose. You do not have to have a reason why to begin everything. People said, what's your why? Well, I started this business for fucking money. Then I made so much cool shit for insurance agents and people to use that they became dependent on me, and now there's a purpose behind it. Why? Because I have responsibility to this industry. I have responsibility to something bigger than myself. Does it suck sometimes? 100%. I'd rather do a lot of things. But a lot of these people in here have the right hearts and the right mindsets. Their uplines and IMOs have just fucking lied to them, and they've been indoctrinated with bullshit. Buy more leads, do more activity for 99.99% of insurance agents will cause you to go broke and fucking depressed and in credit card debt. How to know if you should listen to that? Look who it's coming from. If your upline's 400 pounds, not the best person to listen to. They don't even take their own fucking advice. If your upline is using credit card debt, if they don't have a life you would trade for, quit listening to them. Go ahead with it, Mason. Speak the truth. I want to know more about neurolinguistic programming. So, guys, NLP is neurolinguistic programming. All it is modeling. People say NLP is fake. How the fuck is it fake? All it is modeling. It's copying the best practices or strategies in the world and replicating it into other people so they can do it the same way to experience the same results. How's that fake if it's copying shit that's already real? Some people blow my mind. These are the same people that bitch about girlfriends and boyfriends on Reddit. These are the same people that saying all men are trash and all women are hoes. She's not a hoe just because she doesn't want you. And he's not trash because he doesn't put up with your bullshit. We all know you like shit testing us girls. What's that red flag thing? We had a red flag post going around on Facebook not too long ago. If he does this, if he does... Guys, if a woman says, I don't normally do this, get the hell out of there! Get out! I know they'll get some hate, but come on, that's funny, girls. Admit it. Admit it. I know your patterns too well. You say one thing, you mean a completely different one. You don't want to be no independent boss girl. You want your man who can save you, provide for you, keep you nice and safe, because we know someone breaks in the house at the middle of the night. Your ass is not going downstairs to fight them off. If there's a monster in the kid's closet, it's daddy's job. I get called misogyny for that. That shit's hilarious. You're a misogynist. Losers. Guys, these same 20-year-old girls on OnlyFans and shit, wait till they get until their 30s. Everything flips. This is why those young girls like those older dudes. who pay for their rent, take them places. But it's like it's a man's job to build value. Women get all of theirs from the day they're born. They're naturally beautiful. I think life should be easy and not stressful, and they shouldn't have to go through trauma and stress through life. I think women should be able to keep their purity and innocence, and a strong man should defend that for them. As a man, it is your job to build value. If a girl doesn't want you, it is your fault. If she breaks up with you, if she cheats on you, it's your fault. And I don't give a fuck how you feel, young man. You better get your ass back to work. You don't get to blow her phone up. You don't get to bother her. She does not want you. She does not want you. She doesn't respect you. I have women that hate me. They still respect me. But guys, go out there and find someone who preserves their innocence, their purity. Very hard in today's world. It's very difficult in today's dating. And I don't blame the girls. I was coaching an insurance agent the other day. She had like 800 likes on her Tinder. I was like, holy shit. It's like, I need to make a post as a girl to sell these hypnosis classes. Like, why didn't I fucking think of that? But it's unethical. I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. But 800 likes, do you know how big your ego would get if 800 people were telling you how beautiful you were? Holy shit, I don't blame them. Women are so fucking smart. They're so beautiful. Women are fucking awesome. These men who say they hate women, no the fuck you don't. If God came down here and said, look, you want me to take them all away? You'd be, no. You change your mind real quick. Tell me you hate women. You're just a loser. You're a little broke boy. You haven't worked on yourself. You haven't deserved a girl. I'm not happy. You haven't earned it. You haven't fucking earned it. Tell them, Stephanie. Look, guys, got a girl agreeing with me. All right, well, guys, this has been fun. I'm about to hop on an annuity appointment. So I hope you all go create some pretty high leverage opportunities for yourself. Like, share this video for real. Do you recommend Ringy? Reach out to me on Facebook. I'll answer that question because I'm out of time on here. I have to jump on an annuity appointment. Reach out to me. I'll recommend, based on your lead type and how you're working your marketing, I'll recommend you a CRM or what you need to do. But guys, share the damn video, like it, and subscribe. You guys just got a shit ton of value dropped on you. So like, share, and subscribe to stuff. All right, well, happy hustling party, people. I will see you guys on the next video. I am out. So play this outro. Peace out, party people.